Right. So Tyler, talking to Coach Terry about Princeton, kind of like Air Force times 10 or 12, and I mean what they do offensively.
Yeah, we've been fortunate enough to play the Princeton offense. The way Princeton runs it is a little bit different than how Air Force runs it. They got 1 through 5 who can shoot it, so that's going to be a little bit different. But we were fortunate enough to at least have played the Princeton offense, so we're a little bit familiar with it. And it's not going to be, coming in with a deer in the headlights type look. So we know what to expect. But it is a little bit different, and we're going to have to be ready for the little wrinkles they put in.
Yeah. Is it more their ability to knock down shots, or is it more the cuts and the cutting and the screens?
I mean, it's all of it. You have to play your principles a little bit differently. Usually you're between, your ball and the man. But in this game, you have to be between the man and your man in the basket, because if you overplay them or they feel overplayed in any way, they're just going to backdoor. And, they throw it to a spot. They're not necessarily throwing it to a man. So when a guy's cutting, that passes on the money all the time. So, we got to be ready for the back cuts. Those are big, and then we got to be ready to play shooter defense.
Right. So, I mean, Air Force kind of runs some of the same concepts, obviously, but
they
not
drive
like
it a little bit more.
Yeah.
They like to come off certain things and drive, whereas these guys kind of like to come off of certain things and shoot it. So we got 1 through 5 can play shooter defense. He's going to have to play shooter defense.
Right. So when you look at those 3 Air Force games, a couple of them you defended really well, but I mean, how much does that actually help you going into this matchup?
I mean, it's a different team, So we can't say, oh, we've played Air Force, so we're ready. We're ready for this. They play it a different way, and they run. They're not the same personnel, so. We're lucky enough to be familiar with it and have at least gone against similar actions, but that's not to say that Princeton can't come in with 2 or 3 new things that they put in that's different from Air Force. So it'll be a little bit different, but the concepts will probably be the same.
Right. Offensively for you guys, I mean, obviously you got through El Paso okay, but not your greatest offensive game.
Yeah, they were playing a lot of junk defense, a lot of boxing 1, triangle and 2, denying. So I was, my job was to not force it. I can't, if someone's denying me, I can't go out there and try and force the issue. Caesar was hot, so I mean, kind of just, I stepped to the side and let him run the offense through him, because, that's what you're supposed to do. If it's not your night, or if they're playing a certain way to deny you, you can't go out there and try and force it. That's where you run into problems. So I kind of let the guys do their thing, and then I'll get everything I could on defense.
Right. What do you expect to see from Princeton tomorrow night?
They run a lot of man, and then they'll run a little bit of a 1-3-1. But we prepared against the 1-3-1 from UTEP. They didn't run it as much. They were more in the boxing 1, triangle 2, and then straight up man to man. So. We got to be ready for the 1-3-1 and just man-to-man defense.
Right. All right. Good deal.